Hey, it's me. I'm Matt. This is the Volley. This is SJP World Media. This is the Carabao Cup, third round. Oh, and one more thing. We are live.
The following has been brought to you by SJP World Media.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror.
Yeah, this is the Volley. I'm Matt. Normally I've got Dan Griffin next to me, but as you can see, Mr. Griffin is not with me today. He is feeling under the weather. As he says there, sorry, can't be here in person. You don't need me snotting and spluttering up the airways. Dan is in the chat. He will keep you company. Welcome along for keeping me company while I fly solo tonight here on SJP World Media, preventing the volley. Dan is also saying as well, the Sky have unbiased punters with Kevin Nolan and Jamie Redknapp. But we don't want that. That's why we come to the volley. Come on, Liverpool. Indeed, I will remain completely unbiased here tonight. Completely unbiased. Graham in the chat saying Mason's ball goal practice cancelled because of weather. We'll watch 30 minutes with you, but then I'm taking a nap, absolutely knackered. Seems to be a global thing then, the tiredness sort of thing. It seems to be, a lot of people seem to be tired. Yes, as mentioned, this is the Volley and SJP World Media production, which is available now on YouTube, Twitch, and also live on X/Twitter at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, so we are covering today Liverpool versus West Ham. Two proud clubs. Liverpool reigning champions, of course. Arne Slot's first go at the competition. Didn't recognise your living room without the clothes dryer for a minute. Cheeky sod, Graham. Cheeky sod. Typical. You want it? There it is. There you go. Happy now? Right, okay. So with that being said, let's go through the Liverpool squad first, shall we? Put this aside. Kelleher in goal, because obviously Alisson is still out injured, but Kelleher seems to be the cup goalkeeper anyway. The back line consists of Bradley and Tsimikas in the wing-back positions, and Quansah and Gomez in the middle. Middle of the park, you've got Endo and Curtis Jones. Then you've got Chiesa making his first start in the cup, alongside Gakpo and Jota, and Darwin Núñez leading the line. And you've got to say that bench is rather stacked. You've got Van Dijk, who needs to come on to shore things up at the back, and Robertson and Alexander-Arnold. You've got McAllister, you've got Diaz, Szoboszlai, and Salah, of course, as well. And Tyler Moore is no slouch as well. He's a good holding midfielder. Who knows what will happen as the game goes along. If the game's out of sight, he may bring players on. But to be fair, he also shouldn't take West Ham too lightly. That's probably the strongest B side he could have named. Now West Ham have got Fabianski in goal. They've obviously got Kufau, Todbo, Kilman, and Cresswell. They've got Thomas Soucek. You've got Alvarez, Sola, Bowen the captain, and you've got the Danny Ings and Somerville up top. So, and you know what? I'm surprised Foderingham didn't start this game. I thought West Ham would have been put in for a cup game, but I didn't think it was going to be the case. Eric from National of E is in the chat saying, I'm here pre-game to say Danny Ings masterclass. We were hoping to have Eric join us as West Ham fan, but unfortunately he's a little bit under weather as well. Seems to be a global thing. People are just not feeling well at the moment, and that's unfortunate. But Matt's flying solo here today. Got you covered for the whole of this game, plus the fourth round draw, which is happening immediately after this game. So yeah, if I have to stop for a second to drink, I do apologise, but talking non-stop for 2 hours when you've got no one to help you can be a bit tiring on the voice. So I do apologise if my voice gets a little bit tired out. Yeah, Danny Ings, obviously former Liverpool player, he's going to be the man to do the he's I know to be the man who's going to do the damage to Liverpool tonight. Should West Ham go through? Eric in the chat saying I want to leave my house, but I'm toast and I've got no stream. Pain. Yeah, you rest up, Eric. Okay, you rest up and follow along with us. I'll do my best to keep you informed of what's happening, but it's all good. So yeah, I'll move away from the Sun Lives. I will, of course, be dipping into chat, so you guys do keep me occupied with things in the chat, so I can talk what's happening in the game. Dan in the chat is saying West Ham won't be a pushover, but I still expect Liverpool win. That would be something Liverpool would like to see as defending champions. They would very much like a win, no doubt. West Ham aren't a pushover, but you feel there are stronger teams in the competition, but you never know, to be fair. Dan's also excited to see Kiesa's first start for Liverpool. Absolutely, he came on during the middle of the game at the weekend, the 3-0 win against Bournemouth. Did a good job, but looking forward to see if we can do a full amount of game behind him. Here in the UK, we are seeing the EAFC 25. Which is interesting. They also had Max Verstappen for some bizarre reason. Not quite sure why he's there. Big FIFA fans they call it, but nah, not entirely sure. Whew. So how about you guys? How have you all been since we last? We've not been here for a couple of weeks, but we're going to hopefully get ourselves into more a regular schedule. Things have been a little bit all over the place with many here on Sunday. Didn't because of one thing or another. Mr. Griffin was at Boxing 94, which is where he thinks he got the sickness bug. If that's the case, then just going to show Anthony Joshua didn't just choke in the ring. Dan Griffin saying my volley prediction 3-1 Liverpool. I'm tempted to say 2-0. 3-1. It's a 2-goal margin still, so I think we're on the same sort of page here, Dan. We're on the same sort of page. It's not a problem at all. Yeah, so Eric, what's your prediction for it? And Graham, you're in the chat as well. Let us know what your prediction is as well, for that matter. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe. All that good stuff as well. Just below me here, just below us here, is the Twitter handles as well. And below me completely is the little thumbs up button. Do that, why don't you? You know, share a bit of love to that. And don't forget to click the other one on this side, the subscribe button. For SJP World Media, you get Chain Wrestling, you get us, and all the other content which could be coming to the chat network very, very soon. Dan is in the chat whinging, saying he's blaming London and the South in general for his current infirmity. Don't blame the South. You know, we didn't give you the bug. If you can't take a little cold, it's up to you. I'm kidding, Dan, by the way, I'm kidding. I just can't throw a little shade at the North. As someone who's going to Scotland in a couple of months' time. One of the various betting companies here in the UK are showing a VAR-based advert, and it does take a bit of a fun at the game sometimes. Waiting here for kickoff here. We're about 6 minutes away. But they are underway as well in the Arsenal-Bolton game. And they are also doing a they're also heading off to other games now. Man United, are playing in the Champions League, in the Europa League right now, I do believe. So we'll bring you what's happening elsewhere as well in the other competitions. I'll let you know what's happening in those games as well if you're watching with me. Dan is asking what my thoughts are on Rafael Varane doing a Sol Campbell and fucking Como off after one game. Got to say, I'm surprised when I saw that news this afternoon. I mean, Varane wasn't the player he was when he went to Man United in the first place. So I feel a little bit sad for him. But you know, I'm not one to throw shade at somebody who at 31 years old trying to retire. which I could do at 31 years old. He's got enough money, I guess, so I don't need to play anymore. But I'm not going to throw shade. I'm going to try and be positive. Right, we're positive. Possible. Graham from Google was asking if I've got a half-time pie. Normally I would, Graham, but not on Happy Tea. So I do not have a half-time pie. The pie club will still be happening, but I'll mainly be talking for it. So let's hope I need to reach for the Jim Bean, shall we, during that. Graham in the chat saying, not the player he was after he went to Man United. You could say that about so many of their players. You could say about a lot of their players. I've long had the opinion of when Victor Valdez went to Old Trafford from Barcelona that he was exposed for the fraud he was. Because let's face it, I'm pretty sure a Broom could have done the same job in goal for Barcelona. He was paid to watch Messi play football, basically. Dan in the chat saying, Graham looked no further than Mason Mount. He's been unlucky of injuries, to be fair, Dan. He's been unlucky of injuries, but you'd expect him to do better here. As Joe Gomez leads the team out tonight, he seems to be the captain, it looks like, for tonight. So that's wonderful to see. If only Joe Gomez can get his first ever career goal. That would be something special. It's looking a little bit damp up north, but I'm pretty sure they can handle it. Liverpool looking for their 11th League Cup this season. West Ham have lost their last 8 trips to Anfield. Yes. Dan Griffin says, I managed some beef in Szechuan, chili crunch, I had it with noodles and tried to burn this lurgy out. I've just given myself a more sore throat. That's like trying to take Carolina Reaper to try and cure a cold. It'll clear your airways up. My God, it'll do a number on you. Graham says Paul Pogba twice. I mean, that's a commentary for sure. Dan Griffin, Ronaldo, the senior version. Yeah. I mean, one could argue he's lighting up the Saudi league, but that's like being the skinniest kid at Fat Camp. So, who knows on that side of things. I'm excited to see what Kyoto can do alongside Jota and Gakpo. They're showing the team sheet again here on English feed. In England, the commentary is heavily biased, and maybe today here as well. But it's also on the it's on Sky Sports main event and Sky Sports Football here in the UK. If you want to watch Arsenal, then you're welcome to do so on Sky Sports Plus. Dan Griffin also throws Harry Maguire into the mix. Here, James in the chat. Hey James. West Ham coming out in t-shirts. Liverpool coming out in tracksuits. West Ham's inner Julian Dix coming out. Well, he's a West Ham legend, of course. Interesting to see what if Cresswell can keep Bradley quiet tonight. That'd be interesting as well. Last week Saudi League is like being named the most handsome man in the facial burns award. Let's not forget, Cody Gakpo has 4 goals in 6 League Cup appearances for Liverpool. I saw a stat earlier which said Darwin Núñez only scored 1 goal in his last 15. That goal was last game, so one could argue he's back onto it. Max Kilman for West Ham has played every game this season and every minute of every game as well. So we'll watch and see what happens here. It looks like we're about to have. So hang on, centre circle here. Chiesa looks ready. That's how I put it. He looks ready. My number 14 shirt, made famous by Xabi Alonso. And then Jordan Henderson. No one's worn it since Henderson. Let's see if Chiesa can have the same sort of impact that Alonso had. As Janelle Cologne echoes around Anfield. Looks like almost a sellout. But you know, be sure. But it's a good attendance here at Anfield tonight. And we are ready to kick off. Liverpool defending in the top end in the first half. If you're watching Longworth here at home, I just need to quickly remind you, for we of course support the anti-racism message. As we approach kickoff here on the Volley, we would like to remind everybody that we at SJP World Media all support the Kick It Out campaign. Equality for everybody, regardless of race, gender, or sexual orientation. Let's kick it out together and enjoy the game we all love together. Indeed, we kick it out together here, my boy. As here come Liverpool here, actually. Already behind for a corner. We are 37 seconds in. I clicked the button a little bit late, unfortunately. But and already, Alvarez is feeling he's feeling his groin. I think Conor Bradley may have put a boot into it, looks like, unfortunately. Tsimikas is over the corner here. I will come to the comments momentarily. As already some of the away fans are throwing bottles at Tsimikas, which is not what we want to see. The corner comes in, headed in, and it goes behind for a goal kick. And into the chat we go. Dan Griffin saying, nothing quite like Anfield seeing a local line. Absolutely sensational. That's come off a West Ham player, I think, last. It did. And he's given a goal kick. That's very blatantly a goal kick. And he's given it blatantly a corner. He's given a goal kick. The boss is in. Just popping in to say hi quick. Hi, side. We'll run it down, buddy. Run it down. Don't even saying shoulders back. Tits out and watch for the shoe. The boss is in. And Arsenal are 1-0 up, by the way. Arsenal have just gone 1-0 up. It looks like I couldn't get a good look at that. Who it was, unfortunately. We'll come to that later on. It was Declan Rice. Declan Rice just scored. I just had a notification come through on my phone. James Max Kilman. Jeff Shee was in a repo man, 40 million, amazing. Did Alvarez do good bollocks first into the hoarding? I think he might have done. As kind of almost get caught in possession. The ball comes out to Tsimikas on the left wing, and Mel Endo, who plays it back to Gomez, who turns out of trouble and finds Tsimikas on the left wing again. Connor, hey Connor, only true football sickos watch the EFL Cup over the Europa League. Up the Arsenal. Indeed, Arsenal also on also playing tonight. They were playing 1-0 up as things stand. Indeed, Dan Taylor should have been a cornerback. Absolutely, I call it. 1-0 to Arsenal. Rice for a screamer. Yep. Declan Rice scores. Absolutely. Thank you, Connor. West Ham already defending the high ball in. As here comes Endo bringing it down. And Liverpool's looking for a really fast start here. As West Ham trying to pull out. As they come back to Kwanzaa. 2 blatant shirt pulls on that corner too, indeed. Going through the mat, huge respect. Yeah, I got this. But I forgot it in the Morty and Fitch pod. I want to hear that Matt Lewis impersonation. Absolutely. Listen to Morty and Fitch's pub quiz. We want to see it. I echo that sigh. I couldn't do it. It's all good. And Sai taking issue, it seems, with Connor, saying only true sickos. Clown. To be fair, that's someone who's not seen the Europa League for a long time. It feels like. As here comes Cody Gakpo. The chat was all caught up now. Cody Gakpo, Tsimikas. Jones. Finds Gomez. And now Kwanzaa. Time check for you is 4:06, 7, 8, 9, 10. Chiesa tried a little switch run from Nunes, but it's mopped up by West Ham, and it's out on the left wing again. And it comes back to Diogo Jota. Bad pass by West Ham. Jones. Tsimikas is square. Gakpo as well. Who then finds Gomez. Kwanzaa. Bradley. Seems like the fullbacks are playing quite a quite a narrow game here. Kelleher, who's got the paying tribute there to Gabor Kirali with the long leggings. As Gomez now plays the ball forward. Kwanzaa looking long. Gakpo completely marked on the left wing. Brings it down. Takes on Kufau. And Bowen bullies him off the ball, but it's a fair tackle. And then Bowen tries to escape the ball, and Jones drops him. And Bowen wins it back from Jones. This is very tasty as Jota puts the foot in. No Kufau. And Nunes are getting involved. And the ball goes out of play. Nunes lets the ball go out of play. And it's a throw-in to West Ham. Whew. I can finally breathe again. Thank you to all 57 of you watching along with me, by the way. Thank you. Kufau for Bowen. Finds him. Tsimikas he's staying with him. And following him with him all the way. Chiesa now trying to chase. Dan Griffin in the chat. Curtis Jones looks proper up for this. Indeed he does. Indeed he does. Here's Kufau. It's Somerville versus Kwanzaa, and Kwanzaa gets to Bradley, who then gets to the Endo, and then Jones can finally calm things down and pass it back to Tsimikas, who's near the centre, who's near the penalty spot, really. As Kwanzaa now with the ball at feet. No real pressure from West Ham in the advanced position. And Bradley complete a mark on the right wing. Looking early for Chiesa. As West Ham just wallop it downfield as best they can. Kwanzaa had headed down gently. Endo, high boot, but nowhere near him. As Cresswell tries to keep it in play and does. Finds to Ebo. And now Fabianski. Back to Fabianski again. Down in the chat again, saying nice to see Kwanzaa back too after he was hooked in the first Premier League game. Yeah, sometimes you need to calm things down a bit. And this is the perfect way, perhaps, to get him back into the game. My brother's jumped into the chat. Hey, Jay. All under control at the Emirates. Yep, seems to be that way, doesn't it? Seems to be heading their way, especially with Declan Rice, the former West Ham player. We're screamer by what accounts. Kufau. Soler. Kufau again. Back to Debo. Fabianski. Finds Kilman. Then finds Cresswell. And who then finds Fabianski. They're trying to play a triangle around Liverpool's front three. It's going fine until they clear it. And then back to Endo again. And who finds Gomez. 8 minutes played. It's still 0-0. Curtis Jones and Endo just exchanging passes back and forth for a moment. As Kwanzaa, who was one of the breakout stars of last season on the Jurgen Klopp, of course. Oh, and Gomez's pass fortunately does find Tsimikas and is volleyed behind in the end by Todibo for a Liverpool corner. Yeah, Gomez's pass was thankfully deflected into the path of Cody Gakpo, who Tsimikas crossed it, and it goes behind for a corner. Tsimikas will take an in-swinging corner this time from the near side. As Chris was marking Gakpo. West Ham player go down the middle. Referee has not stopped the game, but the corner from Tsimikas was not his best, and it's and it's back with Conor Bradley on halfway. And Liverpool will build again. Dan Griffin saying update Man United game, nothing happening, and they're still shit. Well, thank you for that running commentary there. I'm pretty sure the boss would disagree with you on that one, but I'm not brave enough to because I'm on the air. Simicast finds Gakpo. Jones. Gomez and Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa, that long ball, looking for Cody Gakpo. It's too long for him, and it's behind for a goal kick. 10 minutes 25 on the clock, and thank you to all 72 of you now. Thank you so much, everyone who's joining me today for this solo stream of Liverpool vs West Ham here on SJP World Media. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All that good stuff. The ball goes far out to the left wing and is won in the air by Liverpool. And there's a bit of pinball there, but it goes out for a throw on the far side to West Ham. The white shirts West Ham are not going to help them win any wet t-shirt competition, that's for certain. Van Dijk looking quiet and composed and ready. Robertson looks angry. He always looks angry. He's Scottish. What's that? West Ham a free kick here. Liverpool got an advanced position from their defensive area. Approaching the 12th minute here. Ball comes in deep. And Jota with a header away. West Ham keep it alive. Jared Bowen putting it back in the box. And Volley clear in the end by Jarrell Kwanzaa. Ball comes back in again, and Endo heads it out this time. As the ball gets walloped back to Fabianski, but he does see it well, and then volleys it himself back downfield to Somerville, who does pull Bradley's shirt, and Endo gets his foot in and is penalised, even though it was 50-50 in my opinion. Dan Griffin in Barcelona, who's the engine to Stargan, they've just signed Wojciech Szczesny. Well, he's a free agent and he's a proven winner, so he would be a if he's a free agent, that's a relatively really inexpensive, and given Barcelona's current finances, just what they needed. Cresswell standing over the free kick again. It's nowhere near the white spot which was marked out by the referee. There's a high line being played here. Dan Griffin agrees, no foul. Coming with pace. West Ham had a chance there. And Todibo, with a diving header, puts it wide at the far post. I think he might have just been on. But, yeah, Simicast lost his man there. Liverpool get away with one. Picking up for Greekman. Simicast. West Ham win the ball back. And Bowen against Bowen goes for goal, and Kelleher gets down quicker in the near post and gathers it into himself. Might have just knocked in the near post, so it's a good take by Kelleher. Would have been disappointed that he the last game we covered here on the Volley, of course, was the international break between Ireland and England, of course, and Kelleher was playing for Ireland that day. Was beaten twice, but also kept the score down to 2. Nothing he could do about either of the goals, really. Be glad to get more game time for Liverpool this season, it looks like, with Alisson out injured. As here comes Cody Gakpo trying to dart into some space. Conor Bradley had to check his run on the far side, as has Chiesa. Endo back to Gomez. To Kwanzaa again. Kwanzaa. Gomez. Nunes is almost he's dropped back a little bit, to be fair. Curtis Jones down in front of him. West Ham putting no pressure on Liverpool at all until they come forward. Which is, they're trying to conserve energy, is a good move. Referee did buy up there, and rightly so, as Endo finds Jones, who finds Cody Gakpo, who finds Curtis Jones, who can shoot from distance. Endo finds Bradley. West Ham retrieve it. Somerville. And West Ham dancing away through, and Somerville tries to get away here. And well blocked out by Jarrell Kwanzaa. Very well blocked out for throwing. Dan Ings are working hard here tonight already. 60 minutes on the clock. Thank you. All 90 of you now. Thank you so much. Now, okay, if you're watching us on X, give us a little retweet. Give us a little tap the like button as well over there for us. And here comes Nunes. And it's intercepted by West Ham. Well intercepted by West Ham. As Gakpo is trying to win the ball back. And it's launched forward. And I think it will come back to Kelleher in the penalty area. No problem at all. Kwanzaa with that ball before the defender knew he was going to play it. That's what Kwanzaa do. And it looks like a little break is just waiting. He's been quite sharp so far. Watch the commentator's curve now means that he actually will concede 5. Here is Kwanzaa and Gomez. Good to see Gomez getting more game time. He's really good season last year. Sent him to the Euros, of course, and a runners-up medal, of course. As Gakpo finds Tsimikas, he's kept in play. As West Ham find back out here with Jared Bowen. Bowen against Jones, and Jones is on the deck. Bowen is on. And here's Somerville. And Conor Bradley. And the ball goes in. But the flag has gone up against Danny Ings. No goal. I mean, yeah, he's miles off. But he goes to the goal, puts the ball in the net first, and then checks to see. He wanted the West Ham manager wanted VAR, but he wouldn't have helped him with that kind of thing. So it was a good call by the referee. Kwanzaa hit. Again, the press from West Ham isn't happening until they get past halfway, really. Tsimikas. Kwanzaa finds Chiesa. Bradley's ahead of him. Chiesa finds Endo instead, who finds Curtis Jones. There's nothing to the left of him. Gomez. Ball is cut out by Jared Bowen. Jota trying to support him. Endo steps in beautifully though. As here comes Gakpo. And it's back now with Curtis Jones on halfway. Dan Griffin in the chat. Glad that was offside, but worrying how easily Liverpool defence got dragged across. And offside flag up against Gakpo there. And quick glance at a few things. Let's wait. And we are. Oh, thank you, so many people who are watching us today. I'm so delighted that you've all come to join me watching Liverpool vs West Ham United here on the Volley on SJP World Media. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. All 99 of you. I got 99 problems, but you lot ain't one of them. The puns will not get better, I promise. As West Ham win a throw in the final third, going with putting it out under no pressure. So wicked throw back to Stevo, who finds Kilman. who launches it, looking for Kufal, who finds it, crosses it, and Bradley puts it behind, making sure no one gets into it for corner at West Ham. 20 minutes on the clock. It's a good find as well from Kilman, and Bradley was taking no risks. So no nonsense defending there. Kufal looks like he's stretching himself a little bit, reaching for it. West Ham with a throw here. I'll come to the chat in a moment. Crystal will take the corner at the Kop end. It's an own goal. It's an own goal. And Jarrell Quant is the one who scored it. It could have gone anywhere. So yeah, it is Liverpool 0, West Ham 1. It's a real mess, but there's some chat about whether or not the West Ham player was offside when it was coming into him. But I don't think VAR is going to intervene, and it's not. The goal stands, and it's 1-0 West Ham. I'm talking about VAR. James saying, I can never say his name properly. West Ham manager calling for VAR. What a better miles offside. Not a fan at all of VAR, but must admit it seems to be used better this season. Yeah, the semi-automated offside is definitely helping, I feel. Dan Griffin saying that is the most West Ham goal I've seen. Scrappy shit, lucky for Kwanzaa, but his prediction is still on. Yeah. It's on for sure. As Jones finds Endo, Kwanzaa could do nothing about that really. It wasn't his fault. It was booted against him. But it will count as a Kwanzaa own goal. Conor Bradley here. Liverpool going to strike back straight away here. Bradley completely his own as he's fouled by Sola on the far side. West Ham now, Arsenal are now 2-0 up. My brother has just broken the news. Ethan Nwaneri, I'm guessing, has just scored, and I do believe as well Arsenal have the youngest ever player playing in goal tonight. Then number 92, I believe, is playing in goal tonight. So that's worth remembering, and that's something. As Liverpool have a free kick in an advanced position, you've got Chiesa over it and Tsimikas. Liverpool looking to bounce back straight away here. Chiesa puts it in, and it comes off Kwanzaa, goes behind in the Anfield Road end. With a good ball in, Kwanzaa just gets there too early. We're now getting a replay of the Arsenal goal here. Yeah, Nwaneri. Ethan Nwaneri is his name, so that's what I'm going to call him. Yeah, not bad for his debut. The kid could go far. He was a proper striker's goal, it was. West Ham put the goal kick straight out of play, and Liverpool looking to get going straight away here. Ball gets thrown back to Kwanzaa. Kelleher. And Gomez. Tsimikas back to Curtis Jones now, almost playing a sweeper role, it looks like. No, if scores are level after full time tonight, there will be no extra time. It will go straight to penalties. As here comes Gakpo. The flag stays down. What's it? Chiesa on the volley! And it's headed in by Jota! Chiesa with the assist on his debut, and Jota levels it up within 3 minutes. That's really tight for offside. There's no VAR in this competition, apparently, so it's a great half volley. I think you're trying to make a better contact, put in the back of a net, but it turns into the most amazing assist from Chiesa. And Jota got there ahead of the goalkeeper and the centre half. It's 1-1. We haven't got a boring one, that's for certain. Dan Griffin saying now the trademark scampering from Serbia assists as well. Not Matthew Fallon, but a hell of an asset for Arsenal on loan. It was a brilliant run from Sterling. Maybe he can finally find a home since he left Man City. As this feels like a proper cup game all of a sudden. Dan Griffin in the chat made up for Chiesa, and what a header! It was a great header. As here comes Gakpo again. He's the outlet man again against Kufau. Gakpo goes down in the penalty area. Not given. Nunes finds Jota, who finds Bradley. Endo, Gomez who's being asked to shoot by the Liverpool fans. Could it be the night that Gomez finally gets his first career goal? Here comes Gakpo. Nunes pulled this way and that, but doesn't go down. To his credit, Tsimikas and Jones are getting stuck in, and that is a foul by Curtis Jones, and it's going to be a foul to. Now seeing a replay of the contact, which was just outside the box, and now Griffin confirms, just outside the box. It was just outside the box. VAR wouldn't have given it as a pen. Would have been a harsh one in hindsight to begin one. Not entirely sure what the foul either, to be fair. Fabianski. And the ball now back on with Somerville. Tried the back heel, but West Ham player can't get to it. And Endo recovers it. And it's back inside now with Tsimikas. Again, this very narrow back four Liverpool playing tonight. I mean, when they go forward, they're very wide, but when they come back from defending, they're very compact. And they're playing just in front. He can play centre half, of course. And Jane in the chat, how's Jota winning a header against a centre-back and a keeper? Great player, but hilarious. He would let to win a header. Indeed. Soon as I saw Jota there, I thought if he saw him jump that, I thought he's getting that. But he shouldn't be winning that, absolutely. As Nunes up against Kilman here. And Kilman gets the ball back downfield, and it's back with Liverpool for a throw-in. That's Quansah to Gomez. We're already at a half an hour point. It's not been a boring game, guys. Thank you for keeping me company here on SJP World Media. I'm Matt Lewis, presenting The Volley, a Matt Attack production in association with SJP World Media. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Dan Griffin with me normally, but in the chat because he's got a bad throat. Yeah, he'll be back on our next broadcast, I'm sure. As Kelleher played the ball out to Quansah, who now is with Endo and Jones. Tsimikas. And now Jota finding Gakpo. It's back now Tsimikas. Of course, Jane, of course, being the West Country boy that he is, the Black Country boy that he is, I'm pretty sure would be pleased to see Jota do something. Full goes right for the Gakpo! And fresh across goal, and he's good wide of the far post. Just put in beautifully by Bradley. It's missed by everybody, and it just falls to Gakpo, who stood there for a second and then takes the swing at it. Maybe should have hit the target at least on that side of things. As we tick over onto 30 minutes itself, it is Liverpool 1, West Ham United 1. But oh, as good as a corner. Indeed. That's why it was so close, Dan, is because it was good as a corner. It was effectively behind. The corner comes in from Simicas. Jota wanted it, wasn't beaten to it that time. Jones. Bradley. Launches it. Too far for Kwanzaa, behind for a goal kick. Conor Bradley, of course, he's had such a he's a great little career already. I mean, obviously, ended up playing right wing in this final last year, actually, because of the injury to Mo Salah that came up. And Trent was already out injured at the time, which is why he got such a run to begin with. And that's a foul there on by Alvarez, and Liverpool have a attacking free kick in a dangerous position. This could be a chance for Chiesa to get on a score sheet himself here. Jota went tumbling, doesn't get the ball, takes the player. Kufau had a word in Jota's ear, but Jota just ignores it. Chiesa over this, Simicas over this, but I think he's only going to be for Federico Chiesa. Simicas does take it though, and it's headed by Endo, and it goes behind for a goal kick. And it's highly really. I was fully expecting to see Chiesa to hit that like a thunder bastard. It would have been, if it had been VAR, it would have been given as offside against for the West Ham corner, but it happens. As we get the baby celebration again from Jota, we've seen. So is there no one on the way for Jota? That could be kind of fun for him. West Ham pinned back in the corner here. Endo's been everywhere in this game so far. He's been a proper little terrier. I like it. Here's Kwanzaa. Not letting no goal get him down. Dan Griffin. Update from Man United game. No goals. And they're still shit. Yeah, thank you, Dan, for the unsolicited update. I'm pretty sure the boss will be in touch. As Gomez launches it. Looking for Gakpo, who hadn't set off yet at that point. So, a little bit ambitious from Joe Gomez. Joel Connor's got a big future at Liverpool, I feel. Been on the first team now for a couple of years. Really having some good game time. Honestly, as we saw in the first game, not afraid to make changes if they need to be made. But tonight, he's done, despite the own goal, he's done really, really well because he wasn't at fault for it. Heavy pass by Endo put Bradley under pressure, and it's somehow they've given the throw against Liverpool there. It's come for West Ham player, and they've given it to West Ham still. Referee getting that one wrong, should we say? But he also got a corner wrong in the early moments of the game as well. Thank you to all 109 of you for watching along with us before half time here on the Volley. Thank you so much. Nunes, Jota, Chiesa, trying to beat Jota. Oh, that was such slick passing. Just the last pass was a little bit too close, unfortunately. Gomez knocks the ball gently back to Kelleher, who then finds Gomez again, who finds Simicas, and it's calmed down again by Liverpool, who try to build again. Liverpool's trying to have a bit of fun out there, it would seem. Dan Griffin saying, in fact, the entire Europa League is uneventful tonight. Only 2 goals in 7 games after 30 minutes. To be fair, it's early days. It's early days, to be fair. Oh, Chiesa took one there, but gets up and carries on. Tsimikas starts the ball rolling again with Gomez and Quanta. Chiesa trying to set off, but it's played out again to Gakpo. And it's all coming down this left-hand side today, which is unusual given Bradley Chiesa's first time playing together. I can understand him going back to old faithful, as it were, but the chance for new partnerships to emerge. There is, however, a goal in the Europa League now, Dan. Man United have scored with Christian Eriksen. So there's your third goal for you. And the boss will be happy as they approach half-time in that game. Kelleher. Plays the ball out now to Jones. Bradley. And back to Quanta again. Liverpool with precision passing for most part. Short passes. Trying to bring players into the game. West Ham still not desperate to get on the ball here. But as soon as they go past halfway, then they're getting stuck in, which I do appreciate. No point burning out energy. James in the chat saying, interesting with Jota. Used to live 2 doors from my mate when at Wolves, and when he moved, then he went for an overnight with a greeting card. Nice lad, to be fair. Jota does strike me as a very, very, very nice lad. Since the Quanta own goal on 21 minutes, Liverpool have had 5 shots, 1 on target, 9 touches in the box. West Ham had nothing on the same stats at all. Yeah, a lot of time for Diego Jota. He just seems like a nice guy. Tsimikas. I know it was there with Jones. Konor Bradley. And Quanta. Back to Bradley. As we are just 7 minutes away from half time here. Tsimikas. Case on the ball. Plays in Bradley. Gomez. And Tsimikas being outdone there. Tsimikas put the ball out of play off a West Ham player. Dan Griffin saying, effing travesty hearing that stupid bubble song out skiing Anfield. To be fair, it's peaks and troughs. The fewest touches in this match, by the way. Ings with 8. And Dan Griffin was confirming Man United 1-0 up, but still shit. Well, that's certainly something. Probably hear the wind starting to howl here. It's starting to get a little bit blustery outside. Konor Bradley finds Endo. Liverpool trying to unlock this West Ham defence one more time. Jones to nice guy Jota. Gakpo, Chiesa finds Chiesa, and West Ham defending for their lives, but get it away to Curtis Jones, and the flag's gone up on the far side. That was a lovely thick passing though from Chiesa and Tsimikas, but Tsimikas may have been offside and the ball was played to him. I know Chiesa was the offside player when the ball came back to him, but it was a lovely little bit of inspired passing. Chiesa seems to be slotting into this Liverpool side very, very easily, very quickly. Arne Slot liking what he sees here. Speaking of James in the chat, of course, Wolves playing Liverpool this weekend. I'm working during, unfortunately. Volley will be back next week at some point. probably next weekend. We're to have a corner now at the Cop end. Last time we had one, we had a goal. Liverpool fans look away now. As Cresswell looks to put another corner in. Ball comes in deep. It's headed by Alvarez and it's volleyed back in by Bowen. Ing goes down under a challenge and it's a free kick. West Ham in a dangerous position. Darwin Núñez conceding. Tiniest little dot of foam being played out by the official. This is the 42nd minute we go. Cresswell over this. Only Gakpo in the wall. And Conor Bradley takes one for the team, but wins the throw. He's hurt his back in the process. Dan Griffin saying, "Oh, you fixed back, gets my goat and go from behind," as I said like that. Yeah, thankfully nothing too bad out of it, but yeah, it looks like Conor Bradley took one. Landed hard on his back. James has said, "Our halftime is different time from yours, so I'm off for a run." Fair enough, bruv. Our halftime is about about 3 minutes, to be fair. So we maybe started early, but yeah, come back in a minute, bruv, for the halftime pie club. And West Ham now trying to build out from back again. Núñez putting some real pressure on now, and Gakpo cuts out the pass and it goes for a throw on the near side. Impressive defending. And Quansah plays it back to Kelleher, who launched it downfield. 2 minutes to play to half time. Jota gets a nudge in the back, doesn't go down though. Probably could have done. Chiesa against Somerville, and the ball is back now in the West Ham corner area, and Alvarez puts it out under no pressure at all for a Liverpool throw. Jones now has it. Gomez. Simicas. Gomez again. Quansah finds Federico Chiesa. Taking on Cresswell and Somerville. Plays it back to Quansah. Back to Chiesa again. Would he put it in? He does put it in. And West Ham, Conor Bradley trying to force the corner. Doesn't manage to. But Chiesa managed to win the throw. Chiesa had a good first half. To be fair, it's been a good first half from both sides, to be fair. Quansah. Gomez. Simicas. So far has caught Gomez, has caught Gakpo, who's back on his feet again, but looks like he's in a bit of pain. Is Chiesa. Goes for goal and it's behind into the Anfield Road end. Yeah, it was high, wide, and not at all handsome, which prompted me to press the button we always press on the volley at this time. It's good. Just 1 minute being added on here, which is somewhat surprising given it's with 2 goals. Fabianski chests the ball down to himself, and 30 seconds to go before half time here in added on time. They tried to call it time lost last couple of years ago. Do you remember that? I brought up on it all the time, and I got told I was an idiot. But what the official time was called at the time. Gomez wins the header, and it's headed out, and Jota's got the ball, but by the time we recover it and clear it downfield, this will be the last action of half here. And Joe Bowen closes in. And a great dummy by Kwanzaa. And it's half time. A dangerous Kwanzaa ending things very, very coolly without dummy. Half time here on the volley. It is Liverpool 1, West Ham 1. Now, of course, here on the volley, when we reach half time, we of course invite you all to break out your various refreshments and sit back as we talk about football and eat our pies, because it is time now for the halftime pie club. Indeed, the halftime pie club here on the volley. It is Liverpool 1, West Ham United 1. If you're eating a pie here at halftime, then tell us what you're eating. If you are drinking something, tell us what you're drinking. For that matter as well, we look forward to hearing from you regardless. But no, it's Liverpool 1, West Ham United 1 here on the volley. We're watching some kind of advert here in the UK. It's looking a little bit Crunchy Nut cornflakes. More impressive than that, hunky man. You kidding me, love? Anyway, moving on from that. Joe Kwanzaa involved with the. Hello. Before I get to that, Dan Griffin in the chat saying, I'll take 1-1 at half time. You two might swing in the second half, maybe get Virgil van Dijk to short a back line. To be fair, Kwanzaa and Gomez have had a decent first half. It was one scrappy little corner, and apart from that, West Ham haven't really threatened. And when they tried to at the end there, Kwanzaa dummied perfectly, and the ball went out to the our Liverpool player on the right side. Should be fine, Dan, I feel. But it's very interesting how West Ham lined up in terms of making sure they don't wear themselves out by not chasing relentlessly like Liverpool front line have. Will that come into play in the second half? We'll have to see. It's interesting strategy, and I'm actually sort of here for it. It's refreshing, it's energetic, and I'm pleased that it's 1-1 at half time. I thought Kwanzaa was very unfortunate to have your own goal credited to him. Ender was back there trying to help his mate out, and the ball just happened to ricochet off him into the back of the net. But he got the job done. He got the job done. I mean, he tried to redeem himself straight away. Did manage to, but Jota got the job done, and Chiesa with an assist on his full debut. It's not too shabby a half. I mean, I did say honest, a lot have plenty to say, but if he was to hook Kwanzaa for that, I think that would be very harsh, because he's had a solid half. He really have. As Dan in the chat says, Liverpool definitely have a stronger bench to affect the second half and win. Yes, that's true. If they need to dig a bit on Salah as well, of course, I'll quickly remind everybody of the Liverpool squad. As you can see there, you've got Van Dijk, you've got Diaz, Szoboszlai, McAllister, Salah, Robertson, Alexander-Arnold, and Morton. That is an incredibly strong bench they can call upon. West Ham, I need to put my banner a second, so just give me one moment, guys. They've got Fodringham, they've got Mikel Antonio, they've got Paqueta, they got Kudus, they got Rodriguez, Wan-Bissaka, Emerson, Irving. They've got players they can bring on, of course. West Ham's bench is still decent, to be fair. It's a decent bench they got. Just not necessarily as strong as Liverpool's. My brother, who has come back with his rum, no changes at half-time in North London. Awesome than I don't, thank you. I don't know, guys, what is the best alcohol to drink while watching football? That's a good question to ask you guys. What's the best alcohol, be it beer, cider, and if it's beer or cider or a certain kind of thing, we're not sponsored. Tell us the brand. We don't mind. We'll equally offend everyone. It's all good here on the Volley. I'm personally just drinking a fruit squash tonight. That's what I'm doing tonight. Keeping it simple and alcohol free at night because I've been drinking too much on shows. Some people think I've got a problem, so I'm trying to avoid people saying I have. It does feel rather biased, that studio. You got Redknapp there, you got Nolan there. You know, Jim Redknapp is way too biased, even more so than I am, and that's saying something. I mean, I'm going to be interested to see if they make any change at halftime. I'm hoping not. We've seen the replay of the goal here. Crystal ball's come in, it's headed down, and it falls to Alvarez, who can't get the ball away. It falls to Alvarez, and he's blocked off. Endo's trying to help, and it just ricochets. Gomez kicks it against his mate. It's really, really unlucky. Oh, James just piped up in the chat saying it's now 3-0 to Arsenal. It seems like Arsenal are heading through to the fourth round of the Cup already, which is it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for Bolton to come out from here. There'll be more focus on Crawley, I'm pretty sure, at the weekend anyway. But yeah, that man again. He scored it again. It's a fantastic debut he's making for Arsenal today. Looking forward to seeing what happens here. We're now seeing the Jota goal. Jota gets the move started as well. A lovely 1-2 with Nunes, which we should make point of. And Kay does try to volley, and it ends up with Jota's header, as mentioned by James from Wolverhampton, and that would definitely, looking now, that would be definitely given offside by the VAR if it existed. That is clearly offside from Cody Gakpo, but at the same time, at the other end for West Ham's goal, Alvarez was offside when the ball was headed to him. So, you know, you get one. It's fair. One mistake apiece on that timing, but VAR isn't there to mix things up here, which is good. Yeah, I'm just mystified because Josh is a good header of the ball, but how he's getting there in front of Kilman and Fabianski is beyond me, I'll be honest. Just bizarre on that side of things. What are you drinking, Dan? Are you drinking hot tea for your throat, or have you decided to brave some alcohol? I'd advise you not to. That's my personal opinion. Yeah, I don't need to see the Quantum own goal over and over again. It's really harsh. It's a really harsh own goal to concede. Loving that celebration from Jota. That Carabao Cup. The EFL Cup, let's face it. Is going to be it'll be hard to prize off Liverpool if they actually get through this game. West Ham being very resilient. thing is, Arsenal were dominating the Bolton game, and Arsenal have made, I think, 9 changes. Some would say it's disrespectful, but given that given you've got a squad to choose from, I don't think it'd be a problem. We're seeing the latest phone which can add people in all the time, sort of thing. I'm not a big fan of Google Pixel phones personally. I'm very much a other brands available, of course. Other not quite so good ones available. Oh, have you heard about that? My back is clicking, guys. Heading towards the end of half time here. I'm not saying the comeback is on, but it's now 3-1, James. Collins is scored for Bolton Wanderers, of course. And if you're watching that game, obviously, same time you're watching it with me. So I appreciate that for not even watching the game we're covering here. That's a wonderful bit of Volley. You can have us in your ear whilst you're watching another game, which is brilliant. And yes, indeed. And my brother actually giving Bolton their props. A brilliant counter attack. There you go. Well done. We'll probably see the goal momentarily. We'll probably get momentarily come up on the screen I'm watching it on. Just looking through that West Ham bench again. Wouldn't be surprised to see Paqueta come on. Mikel Antonio is getting old now, but he's certainly a man who can get a job done. But hey, he's been there for quite a while now, Mikel Antonio. Kudus is the sort of man who was being touted to go to Man City for a long time. Wonder if they'd actually continue to try and get him in January, perhaps, especially if things don't go their way in the January in the case of the various potential charges. I mean, we're not going to touch that moment for 2 reasons. One, speculating is not the right way to go about it. But also, the fact is that we don't know because all behind closed doors, the press can't report on it, they don't know what's happening. And let's face it, we probably never going to know fully what goes on behind those doors, one way or another. But the only thing I'm going to say is one thing on the matter about Man City is I hope that it's all done fairly and people don't try and find a loophole to keep things, let's think, if you've done something wrong, own up to it and move on. I think that's probably one of the fairest things you can do. See if I can find. Just put a little bit of background sound in here because I think that's how quiet I am, I might say. Try and find the right. There you go, a little bit of background music for you guys while I'm not talking. There we go. Not too loud, not too quiet, which is what you need. We're seeing the counter attack here, and it's brilliant. And the young 16-year-old goalkeeper could do nothing about that. He was on his own completely. Can't be criticised for that. Brilliant counter attack. well done, Bolton. Back in the game, perhaps. If the background music is too loud, do let me know in the chat, guys. As Diaz had been warming up at half time. To be fair, all the sides have been showing off their skills at half time. It's good second half because it's all or nothing now. Someone's got to go home tonight. Literally. Right, teams are both back out again here at Anfield. Looks like they're going to keep things the same both ways. Makes sense. And Liverpool kick off from left to right, attacking the Kop in the second half. Kelleher launches the ball straight downfield and finds Joe Gomez. It's a bit of a headset at the moment as West Ham finally get the ball on the ground. And Tsimikas back to Gomez and Kwanzaa. So, Kelleher in goal, Bradley, Gomez, Kwanzaa and Tsimikas. Jones and Endo. Chiesa, Jota, Gakpo and Nunes for Liverpool. And you've got Fabianski, Kufel, Todibo, Kilman, Cresswell, Soucek, Alvarez, Sola, Bowen, Ings and Somerville. There were no bookings in that first half, which means that we might actually get a game where a yellow card. That would be a first, but it probably will happen toward the end of the game. As here comes Jota. He's out on the right now, it looks like. Finds Gakpo, who knocks it across. Looking for Chiesa, and it's headed behind at the last possible moment by Kilman. Chiesa just drifted inside. Cresswell loses him completely. But it's Kilman puts it behind at the last second for a Liverpool corner at the Kop end. Tsimikas will take it in swinging. Goes in low. For the Jones, who puts it into row triple Z, which does require me now to pull out that banner again. It's good. Only Slot looking a little bit angry already. Saying come back. I can hear the Liverpool crowd getting a bit more vocal now. And Tsimikas. Yeah, and now it's with Somerville up against Bradley, who goes with his man. Handball claim, referee says no. Soufal finds Bowen. Tsimikas and Jones defending. Ball gets chipped to Tsimikas, bringing down to Curtis Jones. Tsimikas again. Gomez. Tsimikas intercepted, but it's a throw at Liverpool. It does hit his arm, but it's right by his side. Referee's right to wave that off. He can't put his arm behind his back. It literally hit him under his thigh. It hit them there, so he ain't. That's right to not be given as a penalty. West Ham fans will be hard done by it. Liverpool fans will be. So it's absolutely right. Being completely unbiased, that's not a penalty. I think on Curtis Jones. Gakpo. Curtis Jones again. And it's goal for... It's like Jota. Is it? It's Diogo Jota again. 2-1 now. It's all about Curtis Jones' goal. Absolutely. Remember that Dan Griffin talk you through, but I'm going to talk you through instead. It starts with Jones. Dummies them and then sprint, and then dribbles with the ball. They stand off him. He plays the ball to Gakpo. Gakpo then plays it back to Jones, who drives forward and then just knocks it forward, and then Jota just slots it past Fabianski. Fabianski's calling for something. I'm not quite sure what he's calling for. There's nothing wrong with that at all. It's an absolute... It's brilliant. In fact, you get the hand to it. I can't get us. And here comes Nunes now as well. And Gakpo. Liverpool are already on this ascendancy here. Graham said he came back at the perfect time. 2-1. Absolutely, Graham. Brilliant goal as well by Diogo Jota. Finding his form again at the right time. I've got to say, Nunes hasn't had a lot in this game, but he has been doing a lot off the ball. He's been pulling players out of position, giving space for Jota to run into. So he has been doing a lot of hard work. Chiesa beat Cresswell, tackled well. Somerville trying to play it past Bradley and wins the throw off Bradley. And Graham saying again, yeah, such a good run and pass by Jones. Yeah, Curtis Jones really looking good. At the fourth official is having a word now with West Ham manager. And now West Ham have to come out here. They have to press. Cresswell. Somerville. In the penalty area. Goes down. Cresswell. Put the hit against Endo. Cresswell again. Bowen's come across to the far side now. Back to Kilman now. And we'll go back to Fabianski. Liverpool fans are much more vocal, much happier now. Thank you to all 110 of you staying with me, by the way. I'm very privileged and proud to have you all with me. As it's now, Raheem Sterling gets his first goal for Arsenal. It's 4-1 now, I do believe. The ball gets launched along by Fabianski, and it's brought down by Conor Bradley, who's fouled by Somerville, and Joe Gomez is now they're looking again at that handball alleged, but nope, there's nothing wrong with that at all. It's hit him with his arm at his side. As I say, it hits him right there. Arm is at his side, he can't get it out of the way, and he's not happy at all. I think he may have said an unbroadcastable word to the fourth official, so he might have got a booking for that one. Kwanzaa to Endo, like a little terrier. He gets fouled there. Needless foul by West Ham there. And feels Curtis Jones again. Tsimikas, Gakpo, Liverpool on fire now. Tsimikas knocks it forward. Looking for Jota for his hat-trick. I think again the free kick against Jota there. Be a Gakpo and then Tsimikas just seems to be lighting on the left-hand side here. It's Bowen, and this is Gomez, the two captains. Gomez holding up the play well and gets it. And we're seeing the Sterling goal here. Sterling's scrappy, but Sterling doesn't care. He's scored for his new club. Very scrappy. Tsimikas. Trying to find Gakpo again. This might be a Both two are leading up quite well. Robson might be in trouble, get back in the team based on the way they played tonight, these two. And West Ham put the ball play on the far side. The multiple system is in play. Jota, good tackle by the West Ham man. Alvarez, very good tackle actually. Gomez on the ball. Finds Quanta. Conor Bradley, who put it back to Kelleher. Who, I've got to be brutally honest, I did put the commentator's jinx on Quanta earlier by saying that he's had a good game and he scored an own goal about 2 minutes later. So I'm not going to say anything about anyone else in the game in terms of how well they're playing, because that's got bad news written all over it. Endo sets Jota free, and Chiesa's screaming for it, and Chiesa's going to get it, but Nunes takes it off him. Chiesa's in the box though. Nunes looking for Chiesa, and it's closed out well by West Ham. As the ball came back in and Fameki claims it. 55 minutes on the clock. Liverpool 2. West Ham 1. Back with Fameki again. Kilman. Fabianski played it long. Finds Soufal. It's like getting Gomez. Oh, and not enough of a touch from Jota to put Nunes in there, but lovely little one-shot passing from Liverpool here. West Ham just trying to get a foothold back in the game here. He's going to Bowen against Gomez again. Gomez defended well, and then he laid it off. It ended up outside the penalty area again. Ball comes back in. Somerville just sit down. Can't release it. Liverpool anywhere will do for him. Kilman puts it out of play on the far side. Gomez. Mo Salah has stripped his tracksuit. Paqueta's coming on for West Ham. The iPad is out as they're explaining what they want to Lucas Paqueta. Bradley, Quansah, Bradley again. Gomez launches it and finds Gakpo against Kufau. Gakpo given offside. And Jota's coming off. Jota won't be getting a hat-trick tonight. It's Jota off, Salah on. Oh, I apologise. Maybe not. Chiesa off for Salah. Sorry, I thought Jota coming off. And McAllister on for Jota. to Mikel Antonio on, and Luka Paqueta for Thomas Souček and Danny Ings. The ball gets cleared downfield by West Ham. Endo, Mikel Antonio, is Kufau. Paquetá trying to get in a bit, but it's claimed well by Kelleher. Hour on the clock. And Kelleher had a decent game. He couldn't do much about the own goal, unfortunately. Bradley. Kwanzaa. Gomez. The ball ends the back up with Kilman, who knocks the ball back to Fabianski, who just wallops it as hard as he can downfield, and it falls eventually to Mo Salah, who tried to play in straight away, but the ball comes back again, and they go that play for Liverpool throw on the far side. Bradley finds Kwanzaa again. And Joe Gomez finds Kwanzaa. It seems to be like Liverpool now. Just taking their time and not trying to push forward too fast, too much. West Ham being made to do all the running here. And McAllister finds Gakpo, who finds McAllister, who feeds him Curtis Jones. A great save by Fabianski. Fantastic pass by McAllister and a great save by Fabianski to keep the young Scouser out. Still no yellow cards in this game. If you have yellow cards in your bet, oh hello, a yellow card just popped out. I devised this on cue. I think, oh bloody hell, Kwanzaa just pulled back his shirt and will become the first player to get a yellow card in this game. And Luka Paqueta leaves the free kick. I'm guessing Chris going to take it. He has. 63 minutes about to be on the clock. Ball goes in deep. Kwanzaa anywhere will do, but offside given against West Ham. We've seen the ball here by McAllister again, which a lovely pass, but coaches couldn't put enough on it to get it past Fabianski. It looks like in the end. So while it was a good save, it was a well performed save. If it had been more pressure, it would have been probably would have been past Fabianski, but we'll never know. And Chiesa will be having his day's work. There's no shame for Chiesa to be replaced by Mo Salah, I'll tell you, on debut. Kufau still got the legs. As Liverpool, the ball is back with Joe Gomez. Bradley. Kwanzaa. Curtis Jones, who's knocked off a ball by fairly by Alvarez as Tsimikas, and went for a good chance there, and Kelleher put the ball behind for a corner. Great run by Solar, and good shot as well. Stung the pan of Kelleher. I'm not sure why Tsimikas stopped there. Goes to go and sit down and push it away. Could he have held it? Possibly. Conor Bradley marking Todibo. McAllister's on Kilmanita. Some big lads have come forward. Liverpool man to man here. I do for man-to-man marking of Zonal, that's for sure. As Mikel Antonio keeps the ball in play, Endo and Nuno defending. Somerville against Salah. Antonio, and it should be in surely. No, not given. Yeah, Somerville gets past Salah, who managed to get the Antonio get the ball across. I can't believe he misses it. And Kilman put behind for a corner in the end. That was just bizarre. It feels like a cup tie was on. Last 25 minutes of the game is going to be really intense to watch. Another yellow card coming out here. Alvarez. Feet are up. Yellow card coming out here against simple attack on Tsimikas. Jack Pops saying, just jumping in to say hello while to watch Arsenal. Indeed, hey to JB. I'm guessing it's JB anyway. Could be Chris as well. Either way, hello. Good to see you boys. Yeah, leave your home and hose 4-1. Now you boys are up, of course, 4-1. Liverpool 2-1 up here. Couple of yellow cards just out now in this game. We're now seeing again the Tsimikas on the floor and kind of died across him to get the ball still brilliantly done. Excuse me. Conor Bradley tried to win the corner, but on looks like the fifth has gone. Has the fifth gone in? It is a fifth. A fifth goal for Arsenal. They are definitely home and home. Bolton just want to go back home right now. Hello to all 125 of you now. Thank you for joining me. I'm pretty sure that the music is helping. Somerville comes forward here. Cresswell. Ball goes in deep. It's volleyed up in the air by Gakpo. It's 1-1 now, by the way. West between Man United and FC Twente. So Man United not holding on to their lead for long, as referee West Ham want a penalty here. West Ham want a penalty. A referee, I'm not sure I don't think he's given it. It hit him in the belly, he's saying. James asking if we're live for withdrawal. I am live for withdrawal, James. I am live for withdrawal. Referee has booked the assistant referee. Not the that is, it's hit him on the elbow. It's like there. I'm not sure that's a penalty. I bet it'd be really hard to do a penalty for that one. He's put West Ham manager, is what I'm trying to say. Could get the words out. It's a corner. But yeah, but Julian Lopetagua has been, they call him bad if it's wrong, he has been booked, as has Lucas Paqueta for his protests. West Ham do have a corner here. Corner goes in. And West Ham, they're getting solo his volley over the bar. And it's time now for the traditional button of it's good. And it was. So immediately covering his face with his shirt. West Ham, 20 minutes to save their cup run before it's even started. Chris will. Launched it long. Looking for Antonio, but it falls to Endo. Salah, who tries to release Gakpo, and he finds Gakpo with a blind pass. Nunes on the middle, completely unmarked, and now he is marked. Gakpo finds McAllister. Endo with a tackle. Endo's gone down here. After the night game 1-1, and they're slightly shittier for that 1-0. Welcome back, Dan. I hope you woke up from your fever. Loving the fact that Liverpool have a laptop inside of a glass case to stop it being splashed by the rain that's falling currently. But Endo being down here is a little concerning. Liverpool aren't blessed in the CDM position, but Tyler Morton is on the bench and can play that role. It's better not taking risks. You're 2-1 up, 20 minutes to go. Endo needs a rest. Get him a rest. That's what I would say. Endo's holding his rhythm, man. He's walking off a bit gingerly. I do hope this isn't anything too much to worry about. Obviously, we extend our good wishes to the players who had severe knee injuries this past weekend. Not just Manchester City's Rodri, of course, but I do believe there was also one in the Wolves game as well. So really hope it's not too bad an injury, and then you can recover quite quickly from that. Let's not forget, of course, as well about our thoughts of AFC Wimbledon for having a pitch so far in the water that a sinkhole actually appeared. And the game will be reversed to St James's Park on the 1st of October. AFC Wimbledon, of course, got to play for a lot of games away from home for a while. Bowen wanting a penalty, but wasn't getting it. As he comes Simicas. Endo. Kwanzaa to Salah. And Connor Bradley. And Salah scores! Just when people think he's done, he brings back another great goal. Conor Bradley pulled it back. West Ham are complaining they should have heard it end, but certainly not being given. As I think Liverpool 3, West Ham 1. And we see the ball, Salah gets the ball, plays the reverse switch, way onside with Bradley. Plays it back. Nunes, McAllister hits it hard. It's saved by Fabianski, but Salah doesn't miss. One touch, back of the net. Dan Griffin in the chat, getting Mo, should have had a bet on 3-1. It is 3-1, Dan. You wanted 3-1. Graham Forgot is also happy about 3-1 opposite as well. West Ham defending from the back here as Liverpool pressing hard and fast. And it sounds like the West Ham manager is not happy, it seems, on the sidelines here. I'm not sure if it's with Arne Slot or the fourth official. I mean, to be fair, the referee hasn't made many bad calls in this game. I mean, both for the first goal for West Ham and the first goal for Liverpool were both offside, but they cancel each other out, so these things happen. As here on Mikel Antonio against Joao Quansah. Tsimikas doesn't get the ball. Antonio crosses it. Cresswell. Great save by Kelleher. Full stretch. And it's cleared out of the way in the end, as Salah now will try and clear it downfield. And Salah away. And tried to play the ball round the corner for Nunes, and he's hacked down by Alvarez. And he's been booked. He's off. Alvarez is off. You can't really complain about that. It's wild, it's rash. He gets the player, doesn't get the ball. He's on a yellow. As a second yellow, it's a red card. He's off the pitch. Just when they think it can't get any worse, it does. And that, of course, will mean he is suspended for the next game in any competition. Even if West Ham... So the next game will be the next league game. So that's going to hurt West Ham's next game, of course. Which is this weekend, of course. And I now quickly just glance at the fixtures to see who they're playing this weekend. They are away at Brentford. And Liverpool in intensity here. Tsimikas. Gomez. Antonio. Tackled by his own man. I've never seen that before. Mikel Antonio just tackled by Paqueta. Solar coming off here. No. Hey, goodbye. Yep, absolutely, Graham. It's a double change for West Ham. Bowen's off. Solar's off. Cresswell takes the armband. So for the last 12 minutes of the game, we've got Kudus and Irving on. And Graham in the chat is also saying, looked even worse on the replay. It didn't look good. It didn't look good. Thankfully, no real damage under Mo Salah, it seemed, as it looks like young Tyler Morton is going to get some game time. This is a competition which Liverpool have used many times for blooding new talent like Conor Bradley, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Tyler Morton looks like he could be the next on that list. He must have butterflies in his stomach the size of eagles. Gomez. 12 minutes to play here at Anfield, plus stoppage time. It looks like we won't be needing penalties here. Quansah. Endo. McAllister. Goes for goal! Oh, hit the post! Great save by Fabi. He has to get onto the post. Phenomenal save from McAllister's shot by Fabi. He had to get onto the post. And then Gakpo couldn't quite square it to Nunes in time. It's a great save. The World Cup winner not able to score again in this game. West Ham looking for damage limitation here at this point. Now the game's wrapped up, what do we for weekend fixtures? Watching Liverpool, I'm concerned. We have 2 fit centre backs. Don't make any rash challenges. West Ham were playing a decent game. They weren't chasing hard. They were like only defending when they had to. They were playing a sensible game, West Ham. I do feel that, looking at this weekend's fixtures, I do feel that City will probably destroy Newcastle. I think Arsenal will beat Leicester. Chelsea and Brighton could probably be a 2-2 draw. Palace will beat Everton because everyone's beating Everton, it feels like, at the moment. Forest will probably 3-1 against Fulham. I'm going to say Liverpool beat Wolves, but I don't think it'll be much in it. Villa beating Ipswich, Spurs beating United at Old Trafford, I do feel as well. And then on Saturday, it's South Coast Derby, Bournemouth, Southampton, but I don't mind who wins that. They're making 2 changes here, as the ball goes wide the far post from Somerville. So yeah, it's Robertson on for Tsimikas. And Endo is going to make way. Looks like Tyler Morton is going to make some head on and get 9 minutes of game time. He'll get a big cheer from the Kop end. James, please. 5-1 full time. Yep, Arsenal through it the next round. That was pretty much confirmed as soon as the second goal went into beating also James, wasn't it? Really? Hello to all 130 of you watching along with me here. I do appreciate you guys being with me. 8 minutes to play plus change. Callagher with ball at feet. West Ham not trying to attack him at all. Kwanzaa. Morton to Robertson, and now Gomez. Will we see Gomez move forward a bit and try and get a goal? Morton, Gomez, Robertson. Will Robertson go with Gakpo here? Because Tsimikas and Gakpo worked really well, especially in the first half. And down that right side, Kufal's coming inside more now, but they are down to 10 men, of course. Salah. Looking to try and put Jones in behind. I do apologise. Somerville against Bradley. Foul given. And Irving goes down and will come back up. West Ham manager looks decidedly unimpressed. Gakpo is not fouled. The ball goes out for a throw to West Ham. West Ham's first half was really quite good. Second half, they sort of went to pieces. Especially Alvarez, way too hot-headed the second half. We got to 60 minutes of that singular card, and then we ended up with with like 4 or 5 in the last 20 minutes. Ball goes out here to Kufal. I don't get a goal here. Could be a tense final few minutes. Okay, third drive. Playing Kudus. Looks like Antonio's gone to the right side of midfield here. full-time, and Porter, the Arsenal goalkeeper, 16 years old, didn't keep a clean sheet on debut, but he wins on debut. Matt's got to be, he's got to be so proud of himself. James, what do you know about him as a Arsenal fan? If you're watching along still, what do we have to look forward to from that young goalkeeper Porter? Oof! Gakpo went for goal there. Great save by Fabianski. And West Ham pulling out again. Coup foul. Clevo and Paqueta here. West Ham looking decidedly leggy here. Yeah, Gakpo's checking his side here. Unopposed, and Fabianski, thankfully, the save goes to a West Ham player. Just under 5 minutes to play here. Plus time added on. Cards, I think about your man of the match, guys, in the chat. Diego Jota is leading the way for me here. 2 goals, hard to fit against him here. But I also want to mention out there to Joe Quanta. Didn't let your own goal stop him. He's been resilient since. As Antonio tried to dance through, ended up having to grab the goalpost because he had to hurdle Kelleher. And the ball came back off Morton into the arms of Kelleher. Joao Kwanzaa just went right past Mick. He didn't try and stop him at all. Gakpo, ball's in play. Oh, and Curtis Jones cleared off the line. And doesn't feel like this game is quite done yet. James saying like they had 1 shot on target. They're quite for him. Looked a bit naive in the goal, in my opinion. I didn't see I saw the goal, AJ. He looked a little bit like one-on-one situation. You know, felt it was a little bit harsh to say he's naive. But you've seen the whole game. I haven't seen the whole game, so I will take your word for it. Sad is on the ball here. Knocks the ball up. Finds Gakpo. Wilson puts the ball in, and the ball's going to go behind for Liverpool corner here. Got a last minute corner here, comes in deep, and Jones volleys behind for a goal kick. He looks a little disappointed, but to be fair, he's played a good game. He's run that midfield. It's what he's there to do. Arne Slot be happy with his first win in the competition. Ball back with Kelleher. We're into the 90th minute here. All good now. Finds Gakpo again. He's actually a worthy contender for man of the match as well. He's been busy all night long. Deserves a goal. And gets one! Gets one in the 90th minute. Cody Gakpo makes it 4. He's had a really good game. And I actually think I'm gonna change my mind. I was gonna give it to Diogo Jota, but I think I'm gonna give it to that man, Cody Gakpo. He has been absolutely sensational and deserves his goal. Fabianski's beaten at his near post. Keeper would be unhappy with that, you'd feel, but that's his 4-1 to Liverpool in the end. It looks like being 5 minutes have been added on here for various stoppages, etc. So yeah, I'm gonna change my decision and give it to Cody Gakpo. Player of the match is Cody Gakpo. And I think many people disagree with that statement. Thank you to all 141 of you for joining us here. Let's go for goal! And yeah, the running is emptying quickly here. With 4 minutes still to play here of added on time. Dan, Graham in the chat saying maybe he says a few quid not betting 3-1 now, Dan. And Dan said maybe not having another good thing, but glad to see Gakpo on the score sheet. Yeah, as said Dan, I'm very pleased putting him in as my man of the match. He had a good game. He had a good game. His link-up play with Simicast was otherworldly at times. He's really matured into this team. And he had a great summer as well. And he just carried that form into the season as well, which is brilliant. McAllister. Morton. Gomez plays it out. Finds Gakpo again. He's still hungry, Gakpo. McAllister. Gakpo. Oh! It was saved. The shot on goal. Gakpo again. Chips in the air. Finds Salah. Who keeps it alive. Falls to Joe Gomez, who's encouraged to shoot even from nearly at the halfway line. Morton. Gomez. Liverpool fans want Gomez to score so badly. Kwanzaa. Salah. Chip around the corner. And it will fall back to Gakpo again. You feel if a penalty was given, he'd be meant to take it. Gakpo goes for goal again. And he scores again! Cody Gakpo has scored again in the 93rd minute. This is phenomenal result in the end. That scoreline, Liverpool 5, West Ham 1. As good as the Arsenal result was, beating the Bolton Wanderers 5-1, Liverpool have just pulled the trousers down of West Ham United and thrashed them about the private parts of a rolled up newspaper. Liverpool 5, West Ham 1. The ball falls to Gakpo in the box. And it's the same shot again. It's deflected in, but it's the same shot again. There isn't much Fabianski can do about this one. In his defence, it's deflected past him and it's into the back of the net in the far corner. But yeah, honest lot, not much reaction, but just this toothy smile, and the West Ham manager is furious. He's standing hands on hips, like he wants something to happen. Not quite sure what he's hoping will happen. Bowen looks dejected. Maybe should let him summer, he's thinking. Less than a minute to play here, and West Ham still just trying to Try and play keep ball if I were you. Try and keep the ball. It's a hopeful ball out to the left side. It does find Somerville. Liverpool obviously here are through as Antonio. It finds Paqueta. Antonio again against Bradley. Morton is calming things down, plays it at Bradley, who will launch it down the line towards Salah. Doesn't find him. Somerville. Nunez back there defending, helping out. And then wins the foul. And that's it, guys. It's Liverpool 5. West Ham 1. Liverpool go through. West Ham go out. I would normally hand it down Griffin to talk for his thoughts, but you guys in the chat tell me what you think. Thank you to all 165 of you joining us now. Graham says I'm 3-1. What a terrible that would have been. Only just noticed, is the West Ham manager wearing jeans? I think the Spaniard is. I genuinely think he is. As mentioned, I don't. Suddenly, all of a sudden, the decision to give Craig Gakpo man of the match for me was a very valid one. Jota obviously got 2 goals, but so did Gakpo. So yeah, we will be the draw is to follow momentarily. We've got to wait for a few things to happen, but we will be bringing you a draw. Give me a second, guys. As we watch the Anfield faithful applauding their heroes. West Ham were given a run around quite a lot tonight. They're applauding the fans that remained, but most of them probably already back on the motorway heading home, to be brutally honest. Chiesa had a good debut as well. Nunez did a lot of good work. Yeah, he didn't score, but he did a lot of really good work. Jota waving to the crowd and being applauded. Fans asked for Curtis. A little young boy has asked for Curtis. Curtis Jones for his shirt, and he's got a little sign asking for it specifically. That's really nice to see. And Graham in the chat, a good point. Liverpool player scoring all 6 goals. Yes, a West Ham player couldn't beat Calvin Callagher in the end. But at the same time, and I say this with respect as well, Calvin Callagher wasn't really bothered apart from one shot in the first half at his near post. We are seeing the 5th goal now. Waneri, the youngster, he looks like he's like he's proper mustard. That youngster. Yeah, to confirm, the teams that are through into the next round are Sheffield Wednesday, Brentford, Brighton, Tottenham Hotspur, Southampton, Manchester United, Preston North End after that epic 31 penalty shootout, Crystal Palace and Stoke City from last week. And from this week, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester City, Leicester and Aston Villa. Newcastle and Wimbledon will both be in the hat, sharing a number because they are playing October the 1st, as I mentioned, due to the sinkhole at the pitch at AFC Wimbledon. Thank you to 198 of you now. Thank you very much. Give me for a draw here. If you're a fan of one of the teams that are through, guys, who do you want next round? Who are you hoping that either Jamie Redknapp or Kevin Nolan pull out the hat for you? We've got Mark Chapman, obviously officiating the draw. Graham in the chat saying, I wonder if Eric could have appeared as he would have been lost for words. Graham, don't be nasty. Don't be nasty. They don't need that. You don't need that, Graham. That's just mean. The ironic thing is that I do believe it's the scoreline 2 years ago in the Cup as well, which is somewhat cathartic, but also somewhat coincidental perhaps. But yeah, Liverpool in the second half absolutely ripped West Ham apart. Most of it happened after the red card, I grant you, but despite that, questions have to be asked about the tackle by Alvarez getting himself sent off. Gotta go get JJ later, mate. See you Friday, Graham. Got back up. James in the chat is saying, will we see blockbuster fixtures next round? We could well see blockbuster fixtures next round. We well could do. We're just waiting for him to do a draw here. So, James Toy here, Wednesday fan here, wanting Liverpool or Tottenham away. I can see why you'd want that, James. It'd be an interesting one, for sure. I definitely think that the smaller clubs always want the big teams. You wouldn't want City? You wouldn't want City or United or Arsenal? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd be happy playing for Wednesday. They're, decent enough team. So my boss is just texting me, sorry. Is it now? Lottery thing that. James is saying, if Arsenal Liverpool, I would join you for a proper alternative commentary. Well, we'll have to see if we can make that happen, Jay. If that happens. It certainly wouldn't be biased commentary because we'd have one from each side, that's for certain. He'd rather be an Arsenal fan. It would certainly be a team for sure. Every time you meet get together, brother, it's always an entertaining show. Be it on a podcast, be it in person, in general. We are quite a it's always going to be a blockbuster when we get together. That's for sure. Dan, if you're still in the chat, who are you wanting as a Liverpool fan? Personally, I would quite like. Trying to think who I'd like. Quite like the winner of Newcastle Wimbledon. Actually, to be fair, because I'd like to face Wimbledon, and I'd also quite like to make sure Liverpool make sure Newcastle don't win a trophy this year, because I've got a problem with Newcastle, have you know, on this show. Still waiting for things to finish it. I do believe Man United and FC Twente actually finished 1-1 as well in the Europa League, which means they've started their European adventure this year not quite as they intended to. Let's have a look and see the tables for that. See where it's popped. Man United to begin with. They're sitting 10th right now. We've still got quite a lot of teams to play still, to be fair. But at least they're not in the bottom, as it were, because obviously if you're in the bottom, it's not right. If you're bottom 12, of course you get knocked out of that tournament, which is fair enough, I guess. So yeah, just seeing the goals again here on the UK feed. Again with 6 goals, 4 of them in the second half. Cody Gakpo getting 2, deservedly getting 2 as well. Really worked hard for both his goals. One was deflected in, but that's by the by. Sometimes you need a bit of luck. Curtis Jones had a really good night as well in midfield. And I think they've given the man of the match to Jota, but I still stand by giving it to Gakpo. I'm 2 away from 300 people watching along. Thank you so much. If we can get a couple more watching, that'd be great. Don't forget to hit the like button, the share button, and subscribe to SJP World Media on Twitch, on YouTube, and on X/Twitter, no matter what you're watching on. It would be great if you could. And we're over the mile barrier now. Thank you so much for 303 now. Like, you're trying to buy people a point here, guys, now, aren't you? Just keep on doing that sharing thing. You guys are doing an amazing work. Thank you for keeping me company this evening while I've been running the show solo tonight. Much as I've had fun doing this, I don't want to do it again. So, Dan, get well soon, mate, yeah? There we are, just waiting for them to finish the current interviews and prepare a studio ready for the draw moments away. Jamie was right earlier in the chat, by the way. Diego Jota does sound like just like a decent person. They literally don't hand over a bottle of champagne, but they give them like a little plaque with like literally the sponsor logo on it. It's just not the same way we got a bottle of champagne. I mean, they're talking on TV now about how they bounced back from the Forest result, and for which was disappointing, already for Liverpool, obviously, but it was quite a good bounce back. Not entirely sure. was it was a sluggish game, really sluggish game, back for game. I wasn't happy with the result, obviously, but I was more unhappy with the crowd. It was so flat. It really was quite flat. It wasn't flat tonight. We heard bubbles a few times, but for the most part, you couldn't hear it. I mean, the amount of talent didn't get on the pitch tonight. Spoiler, I didn't get on the pitch as well for Liverpool. Nor did Trent Alexander-Arnold. Didn't need a call for him. Really is quite harsh that we've seen the own goal again and again and again. Which surprised me since they've analysed it so many times at half time already. There wasn't much Kelleher could do about that at all. And then we're seeing Jota's first goal. I've got to say, Jota's goal would have been given offside, the first one. But so would the own goal, because Paqueta was offside when the ball came to him. So not Paqueta, Alvarez was offside when the ball came to him. So. Yeah, Gakpo's work was sublime down that left-hand side today. I mean, the question is, and after you got in the chat, it's this early in the season, but is the new manager already under pressure at West Ham? I mean, the referee had no choice but to send Alvarez off, but his demeanour on the touchline was, he was lucky to get a red card himself. It was really quite harsh. I mean, they're talking about the potential penalties for handball against Gomez, but on both occasions, the arm was at his side. VAR wouldn't have given either of those, in my opinion. Would have changed the game at that point? Possibly, if they'd been given. But you can't give what you can't see. And I mean, the fact they've got two very biased pundits in the studio both saying that it would be harsh, it was given for, and it'd be harsh given against, then that's says it all of it, doesn't it? It's like, thank you to 350 of you now. Thank you for tuning in for the fourth round draw with me here on the Volley as we approach. They're filling for time here on TV, and I'll admit I'm filling for time a little bit as well while I'm waiting for the draw to start. But no, so the news coming out of Manchester tonight is that they didn't hold on to it, of course. Just a quick glance at how things went. But yeah, elsewhere in the Europa League as well, Lazio beat Dynamo Kiev in Hamburg, because obviously Kiev is a war zone still. And then Galatasaray beat PAK Thessaloniki. Anderlecht beat Ferencváros. Slavia Prague beat Ludogorets. Midtjylland drew with Hoffenheim. Nice got a nice draw with Real Sociedad. And then Boda 3-2 winners over Porto. That's got to be an upset, you feel. That's got to be an upset, I feel. The fact that, from what I can tell, is that Twente's goal apparently literally ran through the whole of their defence. If that's the case, then that is heartbreaking. I'm trying to see if there's anything else going on. So yes, it's in injured knee ligament for Rodri is confirmed. Not sure how long that'll be out for, but that's not good. But he's gone to see a specialist. That's usually, I'd say, half the season he'll be out for. You'd think, wouldn't you? Which is horrifying if that's the case, and I really hope that he can recover from that, because that's just really bad news if that's the case. Watching this last goal from Gakpo, and he turned his back on the ball. I'm not a big fan of this either. That's when it hits his inside thigh and goes out. So it's actually, as he's turned, it's hit him on the left leg and gone in the far corner. I'm not entirely sure how he's done that. It's bizarre, but it's happened. We're closing on 400 people watching here. Thank you so much to everybody who's watching today. Most of you getting on Twitter or X. So thank you long for that. Very grateful for your time. We're seeing the troop of groundsmen working on the Anfield pitch here. So, fourth round. Which I won't keep playing for time so much. It's because no games went to penalties. That's what it is. If that's the case, then it would be all over already, wouldn't it? So. Just got to be patient, guys. As we're well over 400 now, thank you so much to everybody who's watching. Watching me waiting for the ball to begin. Not quite sure why they're playing for time so much, seeing there's nothing they're waiting for to come in. They're just trying to fill for program time. Going to look for a few things quickly. Maybe let's try mix the music a little bit, shall we? So the draw is going to happen momentarily, apparently, which is good. We're just waiting now for the draw to be underway. gone for the rock music tonight. Makes it sound a little bit more. Again, the same video advert, and each time it annoys me. Regardless of a draw, I might just come around and heckle anyway. You'd be welcome, bruv. You'd always be welcome. You know, that would be it live in person, sitting next to me here on the Volley, or you'd be welcome to join us via a web service. Either way, you would be totally welcome. So we're going to keep an eye out for some of the numbers, obviously. They were confirmed yesterday what numbers would be, depending on who got through, obviously. Don't know what the numbers are, but I'm guessing we'll be told momentarily. That damn meerkat advert. Hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. So let's think about some of the games, some of the titles we could be getting here. We've got some amazing Premier League teams in, so we could have a Manchester derby. We could have a North London derby, of course. You know, we could see a few other London derbies, of course. We could end up with here's one that we could have. We could end up with, as mentioned by up here, Mr. Tolley earlier on. We could end up, of course, with Wednesday visiting Liverpool, Tottenham. Who would I like to see? I'd like to see Chelsea up against Man City again. I'd like to see that for sure. Villa is the dark horse here. They had a good start to the season, and you never know which one's going to go there. And Preston, again, they're a dark horse. I'm intensely intrigued about the potential for this draw. If you're watching along on X, do feel to let us know in the chat comments. They will pop up here. Who you want in the cup, as we are now approaching the fourth round draw. We now just have to wait for them to start drawing the numbers out. So drop numbers you want in here. It's Aston Villa is 1, Brentford 2, Brighton, Chelsea, Crystal Palace, Leicester, Man City, Man United, Preston, Sheffield Wednesday, Southampton, Stoke, Tottenham, Arsenal, Liverpool, or Wimbledon versus Newcastle. 16 numbers. To wait and see what happens on that side of things. Now, are you sitting comfortably? Because the draw for the Carabao Cup 4th round is about to get underway. Okay, the Red Nap is drawing the home teams, so who's the first one he's pulling out here? Who will be home for the 4th round? So Brentford at home. They're playing Sheffield Wednesday. So that's not what Mr. Tolly wanted, but it's a Premier League team still. Southampton will be at home. And they're going to be playing against Stoke City. So who's up next? Who's getting the third? Who's getting the third game? Again, unlucky for some, number 13, which, if you were listening to me a minute ago, means Tottenham are going to be at home to lucky number 7, Manchester City. Spurs v City. That's got to be a title round. Number 16 is Wimbledon or Newcastle versus, and they're going to be playing Chelsea. Manchester United are going to be at home to Leicester City. If you've been following along with this, you probably know who's next. Number 3 is Brighton. And they're going to be facing Liverpool. So, number 9, which is Preston North End. And they're going to be playing 3 teams left. Number 14, Preston North End at home to Arsenal. With the 2 teams left, who's got the home draw? Number 1, which is Aston Villa. And they've got the home draw, again to complete the draw. Number 5 is Crystal Palace. So there's the draw at the bottom of the screen, guys. To confirm that, it is Brentford versus Sheffield Wednesday, Southampton versus Stoke, Tottenham versus Man City, Wimbledon or Newcastle v Chelsea, Man United versus Leicester, Brighton v Liverpool, Preston versus Arsenal, Aston Villa versus Crystal Palace. James Holly saying not the best. No, but the Premier League still. And great draw all around. Yeah, I think most people will be relatively pleased with who they got. So Tottenham, Man City is a tie up around for sure. And you got to feel that would be the one that would be the main TV game. Possibly I'm going to say the sleeper one there is probably Villa Palace. I think Villa have got a good chance of getting further in this tournament for sure. Anyone not happy with who they've got before we head off here on the volley? Just to confirm that draw again: Brentford, Sheffield Wednesday, Southampton, Stoke, Tottenham, Man City, FC Newcastle or FC Wimbledon or Newcastle versus Stoke, Tottenham v Man City, Wimbledon, Newcastle versus Chelsea. Sorry. Man United v Leicester, Brighton, Liverpool, Preston, Arsenal, Aston Villa, Palace. Those games will begin on the week beginning the tie beginning on the 8th of October. So only a couple weeks away. A lot of games to try and fit in here in this season, of course, which is why there was this staggered seeding thing. No such thing this time around, but all good. As we go past 600 concurrent viewers, thank you so much everybody for watching along with us. That completes the proceedings here on the Volley. As always, as the bottom of the get in touch with the show at SJP World Media, at the Volley Show just down there, at Dan Griffin 21 and follow him for about Doctor Who pod and UTT podcast, talking about stuff, everything that's several years out of date or filmed at 20 years out of date. And don't forget to follow me at Matt UK. We will be back really, really, really soon here on the Volley. But as with so many things, and thank you so much to everybody for listening along whilst I've been rabbiting on my own today. I thank you dearly. That was the Volley, and that was full time. We're out of here.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I run.